Rearrange the following sentences to form a coherent paragraph. Glancing at our choices, we see that they all offer choice 3 as the first in the sequence, so we're left to figure out what the order is for the following sentences. Sentences in a passage build upon one another. Information is introduced at the beginning and is expounded upon throughout the paragraph, all the while adding on to what has been mentioned before. For an example of what this means, let's read sentence 3, then take a look at one of our other sentences. Sentence 3 reads, "Phytoplankton, often unnoticed due to their microscopic size, play a monumental role in Earth's ecosystem." With this in mind, let's take a look at sentence 1. As a result, these tiny organisms contribute significantly to the planet's carbon cycle. This sentence starts with "as a result," indicating that something has happened, and this sentence is going to discuss what the result of that action was. But sentence 3, which we've already established we start with, didn't note any action that's worthy of a result. It merely told us that phytoplankton play a monumental role in Earth's ecosystem. This doesn't explain how they contribute to the planet's carbon cycle, which we can see sentence 1 tells us. This being the case, we can mark off choice B, which has sentence 1 following sentence 3. Let's take a look at sentence 2. They absorb about a quarter of the carbon dioxide humans produce every year. This looks like it could sensibly follow sentence 3, as it explains what phytoplankton do, absorb about a quarter of the carbon dioxide humans produce every year. As this sentence doesn't take a huge leap from sentence 3, and we don't feel like there's a large gap between sentence 3 and sentence 2, this is likely the next sentence in our sequence, but let's take a quick look at sentence 4 to see if that makes more sense. Sentence 4 reads, "This gas, when excess in the atmosphere, can lead to global warming." Right away, we can see that sentence 2 is a better fit to follow sentence 3. Sentence 4 begins by discussing this gas, but sentence 3 didn't mention any gas. If anything, we see a gas mentioned in sentence 2, further supporting the idea that sentence 2 should follow sentence 3. This being the case, we can mark off choice D, which has sentence 4 following sentence 3. At this point, we've established that sentence 3 begins our passage and sentence 2 follows it. Our only question now is, what is the order of sentences 1 and 4? Circling back to what we touched upon before, we see sentence 2 mentioning a gas, carbon dioxide, and sentence 4 referencing a gas. Based on this, it seems it would make sense, when taking logical flow into account, for sentence 4 to follow sentence 2, leaving sentence 1 to be our last sentence. Let's try reading the passage in this order and seeing if it has a logical flow. Phytoplankton, often unnoticed due to their microscopic size, play a monumental role in Earth's ecosystem. They absorb about a quarter of the carbon dioxide humans produce every year. This gas, when excess in the atmosphere, can lead to global warming. As a result, these tiny organisms contribute significantly to the planet's carbon cycle. Reading the passage through in this order, we can see the clear flow from introduction of the topic, phytoplankton, to what they do, absorb carbon dioxide, to an explanation of why this is helpful, to a summary of how we started, what their role is. As this is a logical structure for these sentences, we can go ahead and mark this order, choice A, 3, 2, 4, 1, as our final answer.